Hi folks, Greg Marchand here with the TechNet Academy. I wanted to say a few brief words about the current national promotion, the $25 cash back on the gold and platinum AGM CarQuest batteries. And not only do I want to say a few words about that, but I want to give you an idea of how to use this national promotion so that you can grow your total revenue and your gross profit and make that marketing program for your organization something that you can just plug into year after year after year, so you don't have to think too much about it, and it's really effective. So here's the current promotion from November 1st to January 31st. Your consumer can get $25 cash back on the purchase of CarQuest Gold and Platinum AGM batteries. All right, $25 prepaid Visa back to your customer if they fill out the online form. Now, few rules real quick. Limit one purchase per consumer vehicle. Offer valid from November 1st to January 31st, 2018. Offer for CarQuest Gold and Platinum Series batteries installed by you, the TechNet Professional Repair Shop, and they get the cash back in the form of a $25 prepaid Visa gift card. For a complete list of the rules, visit technetprofessional.com and find this promotion. Small change this time in terms of this promotion. You know how you usually get some marketing materials, some posters and whatnot from your advanced driver or your advanced rep, or maybe they're shipped directly to you depending on where you are. It is not going to be automatically sent this time. So you will not automatically get posters in the mail. Now, if you want the posters, you can still attain them. In the meantime, you can get images for your website and your social media from technetprofessional.com if you follow all the links I'll give you before the end of this quick presentation for the national battery promotion. You follow those links and you'll be able to download these things. If you want the posters, we can get those to you. You just have to order them through the material order section, and we'll show you how to do that in just a second as well. The instructions for all of this are located in this real eye-strained slide that you cannot see. But just trust me, I'll give you the links in just a second, okay? Now, what I want you to do with this, like I wanted you to do with the break special we talked about a while back, is I want you to create a get ready for winter, fall-winter special. All right, many of you do this anyway, so maybe you want to try this and change yours up and see how this works, or use this to coincide with this battery promotion. But create a get ready for winter, fall-winter special. And what I like to include in that is a battery test. Well, that's probably already part of your courtesy inspection, right? If it's not, should be, think about it. A tire inspection, rotation, and alignment. Whoa. More on that in a second. An oil change? Obviously. Wiper blades. Huh, okay. And a courtesy inspection. Now, what does this do? Customers have a awareness of certain things, right? Now, we also have two things in this special that have printouts. Customers have an awareness that before winter, they should probably have the battery looked at. And the battery test equipment these days comes with a test printout. So we can print out a piece of paper from that little computer to show the customer the status of their battery. And the customer looks at that piece of paper and they go, oh wow, the computer says I need a new battery. I must need a new battery. You and I know it's not that simple, but guess what? It's third-party affirmation that I talk about in all these programs, right? That thing that printed out a piece of paper that's not a human, not trying to sell me anything, says that, and it knows more about my battery than I do, says that I need a new battery. Boom. Look, the alignment does the same thing. You can show them an alignment printout. No, most consumers have no idea what those numbers, letters, and colors on that alignment printout are. But that's not the point. They know green is good, red is bad, and we can sell an alignment. So when we do the alignment as part of the special, of course, we can show them the piece of paper, the before and the after. We also have the opportunity to get the wheels off the car and take a look at all the undercar components that are associated with the alignment. So we can possibly grow incremental revenue and gross profit there. Oil changes, of course. That's another easily recognized item that customers know they need. So they know they need a battery. They know cold weather is coming in many parts of the country, so they have an awareness. So the special will connect on that level. They know they need an alignment because alignment protects tires and makes their car go straight down the road. And for us, it can sell undercar components. So they're connected to the alignment as part of this special. So there's two things they have an awareness of. They know they're going to need an oil change. So look, even if it's December or January right now and they're due for an oil change, hey, you know what? I might as well have my battery tested, and I probably need an alignment as rough as these roads are around here. And then when do they think about wiper blades? Only when they absolutely have to have wiper blades, right? When they turn them on and, oh my goodness, I can't see anything. It amazes me the condition of some of the wiper blades out there, right? So we've got 4 touch points here that customers have a very high awareness of. Now, if you can offer this for the right price or as part of the right special, you will drive your customers to your store and you will make more money. All of these bring peace of mind to the customer, and you can save them an additional $25 should they need to purchase a battery during these 3 months of November, December, and January. It gets the wheels off the car, which helps you do a proper inspection and upsell, and then it builds that incremental revenue from those upsells. All right, so think about doing this. Now, you can also get creative with some of your marketing around this special. You can run a social media campaign. Maybe you use a countdown special. So, for instance, on Monday, you do this entire special for $49.95. What? Seriously? $49.95, Greg? Yep, $49.95. Because on Monday, we just want to get people's attention. Now, can they run right down and take advantage of it? Maybe not. But on Tuesday, it goes up incrementally to the point where by Friday, you're going to run this thing for, $199.95. So the hope is we want to get customers in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and be able to get the wheels off the car, do the inspection, etc., and get them in at the point where the gross profit is there. It's not a price that they go, oh, I can't afford this. They're still excited about the prices, but you start to build some more gross profit. Maybe on Monday you don't make much gross profit, but maybe you sell a battery, maybe you sell tie rods, ball joints, whatever it may be once you get your eyes on the car. All right, so use the countdown special idea to create some urgency. You could also just promote a free battery inspection. Look, you have a slow day this week, put that out there on Twitter. Free battery inspection today only, and just see if you can get some bites. You should always make that battery inspection part of every courtesy inspection though. But hey, look, you know what? You get a really cold day or maybe the first really cold day of the season, throw out free battery inspection. Somebody that morning had some issues or they started to think they might have some issues. All right, so get creative with this. Pay attention to the weather. Use the weather to connect the customer with some of these components on their automobile. Don't just wait for it to happen. Don't wait for them to come in and say, hey, I need this. Go out there and tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, did your car start okay this morning? Yeah, it did this morning, but I don't know about tomorrow morning. Okay? You can promote just an alignment special or just a tire special, but use your social media to take advantage of some of these national promotions. Drive the customers in, take advantage of the weather this time of year, drive the customers in, save them $25, and look, you know what? You sell them a battery, here's what I want you to do. I want you to fill out that online rebate form. You fill it out, you take a picture of the invoice and the paper pad fill out sheet of paper you got to fill out, the rebate form I'm trying to say, and you upload those and you submit that for the customer. Think about that level of customer service. Nobody else is doing that, all right? But use these things to your advantage. Now, you're going to want more information on this. I know you will, so go to technetprofessional.com, click on Marketing Tools, click on Member Promotions from that, and once the Member Promotions calendar comes up, click on the November battery promotion. It will link you to the battery promotion page. Once you get to the battery promotion page, then you can link to the instructions to order the point of purchase materials, the posters if you want. You can download the images for your social media campaigns, and you can order the rebate forms, okay, if you don't want to use the online form. All right, folks, think about running a fall-winter special. Take advantage of this national promotion. Let your customers know you can save them some money. They're going to need some batteries. So get out there, keep up the great work, and never stop promoting. Hey folks, Greg Marchand here. Welcome to another episode of the Virtual Instructor-Led Training Program brought to you by the TechNet Sales Academy. In this episode, we're going to discuss selling front brakes. Front brakes are an awesome way to grow gross profit, right? And part of the reason is that customers know something about brakes. They know they're related to safety. They know the car should stop when they step their foot on the brake and it shouldn't shake or squeak or squeal or actually not stop. They know it's a common wear item. They know it's something they're going to have to spend some money on. And like I say, for you, there's great gross profit in it. And I would argue that it's a great way to build a relationship with the customer because, again, it goes back to the first bullet point. Customers know something about brakes. And if you can get really, really good at selling front brakes, then everyone makes money. Shop makes money, you make money, the technician makes money. Look, as a wear item, there's a ton of competition. And you know this, you see the advertisement, you're in the industry, you know how many shops advertise brakes. I mean, there's lifetime brake guarantees, there's shops that only do brakes, there's all kinds of competition out there. And I suggest that your sales process will set you and your organization apart if you get really good at selling brakes. So Greg, how do we get good? I want you to understand the brake system at a high level, okay? So understand how the brake system works, the basics of how the brake system works. You don't have to know the physics behind it. Look, if you do, fantastic. It's an even better sell. But understand the brake systems at a high level. Ask your technicians, use virtual vehicle, etc. And I'll show you virtual vehicle in a little bit. Get really good at courtesy inspections. And look, when I say courtesy inspections, I mean brake inspections. Get good at selling them. Get good at encouraging technicians to do a thorough job. Get good at encouraging technicians to get you all the information you need to make your sales job even easier. Never forget the customer buying process. Really important, because it's going to help you take your brake system knowledge and connect it to the customer buying process so you can create need recognition with the customer and help them gather information about why they should say yes. Know your sales tools. When it comes to brakes, warm fuzzies are awesome. Nationwide warranty, the virtual vehicle is another sales tool, and I might even add roadside assistance to this if anything should ever go wrong. So have a plan. Have a plan to get better at selling anything. In this case, front brakes. Review your technical knowledge weekly. When I say review it, I'm not talking study for 10 minutes. Spend 10 minutes once a week looking at your technical knowledge, looking at virtual vehicle, looking at all data information or Mitchell or MotoLogic information, talking to the technicians about a specific system or component. I mean, look, if you don't want to spend 10 minutes, spend 2. But do something. Do something to improve your technical knowledge. Review the customer buying process weekly. I said I've got 5 minutes on it. Guys, that shouldn't even take you 5 minutes. You could review that in 30 seconds. Once you study it a little bit and you've been through a couple of classes and you've watched our programs on it, just remind yourself of what that customer buying process is. I might even stick it on a laminated card underneath my desk where I could see it to remind myself, because that's going to improve your sales in anything, not just front brakes. Review the nationwide warranty once a week. And look, after a while, you won't have to do it anymore. Once you understand it, you'll just be reviewing it for any changes, maybe once a year. But understand how the warranty works so that you can make the customers feel comfortable and confident with it. Watch and listen to one virtual vehicle animation every week. I mean, all this, if you add all this time up, what do we have, 25 minutes there? 25 minutes a week? A half hour a week? I mean, you could do it all at once if you want, but if you do it on a Monday. But I wouldn't do it all at once. I might review the customer buying process daily real quick from 10 seconds. I might review the nationwide warranty on Monday. I might maybe check out my technical knowledge on Wednesday and maybe the virtual vehicle thing on Friday. Or you can do it all at once. But have a plan, take the 25 minutes or less, the reality is it'll be less, and improve your skill set. I want you to create free brake inspections too, and I talked about this in October when TechNet ran the CarQuest brake pad promotion nationwide. And this is what I do with my clients. We create a free brake inspection program so that we can have just a form for just the brake inspection, so technicians can be a little more thorough, so customers can be more focused on just the brakes, why they brought it in. And look, why a free brake inspection? So that you can sell a full-blown brake inspection. Customers are connected to their brakes, they know they're important, they see free, they like free, they love free. I know you don't. But look, it's a way to get them in the door, get the wheels off the vehicle, and then sell the full brake inspection. And if you encourage the technicians to pay attention to the measurements and the photos and maybe video, so that you have more information to sell with, more information to give the customer. Customers aren't going to know what it all means, but they know data doesn't lie. then you're going to get much, much better at selling brakes just through having information. Okay? Now, the courtesy inspection thing, remember, selling from a brake inspection is no different than selling from a courtesy inspection. Check out our courtesy inspection videos via the app, the Service Sales Academy app, and or the website you may be watching this on right now. Review your current inspection process. Discuss with the importance of these inspections, the brake inspections and the courtesy inspections with your technicians, because it helps grow that undercar business. It helps put money in their pocket, and follow up with them. All right, give them some feedback, what they did well, what they could do better. Don't tell them what they did wrong. Tell them what they could do better. Get good at this, and don't ever forget that customer buying process. Brakes need recognition is a little easier with front brakes. Okay, but maybe you found the front brake problem during an oil change and the courtesy inspection process. And so we need to develop need recognition. Learn to establish need recognition with the customer and their front brakes. Show and tell works well, video works well, photos work well, and look, today you can sell front brakes as easily if the customer's not with you at the shop as you can if they're standing right there in the shop and you can point to the worn out pads and the grooved rotors. But you've got to understand the buying process yourself. Knowledge is key. Knowledge of the brake system and how to show the components, combined with the buying process, will make it easier for you to establish need recognition with the customer. Now, the tools that you're going to use to connect the buying process with the fact that the front brakes are needed, you're going to use Virtual Vehicle. You're going to use maybe some print material. Maybe you're going to print something from Virtual Vehicle, and you're going to email that to the customer or text that to the customer. You're going to play show and tell with the customer. You're going to bring them out to the shop and show them the brake components. Show them what needs to be done. You're going to get really good at knowing your warranties, understanding the roadside assistance program that you use as part of a TechNet shop. You're going to get good at explaining the warm fuzzy of, hey, look, we've got an entire network of TechNet shops. If anything should ever go wrong in your travels, we're all going to stand behind you. And you're going to use your technicians because they're a valuable source of information. Now, I really like, personally, the Virtual Vehicle tool because it does as good a job, in my opinion, as bringing the customer out. Or you can email them, right? You can email them, they're sitting in their office, you can show them the labels, they can see exactly what you see. You show them applying the brakes, blowing up the piston so that they can see what a piston even looks like. And say, hey, look, you know what? This piston is frozen in the on position. That's why your pads are wearing out. And that's why you're metal on metal with this rotor. So this rotor is not nice and shiny anymore. It's all grooved up. It's actually extra shiny now. It's all grooved up. We need to replace the rotor, the pads, and we need to replace that caliper because that piston is frozen. Now, they don't think it's transparent, right? They don't think you're filling them full of it because you showed them a video. You can email this video. You can print this pretty picture and email it to them. You can send them a link to this very animation so that they can do all of these things. Use the tool. Look, at least use it for selling front brakes, right? Because you and I know a lot about brakes, but the customer may not. They know they step on the pedal and the car should stop with no noises, no shaky, none of that business. But you can use Virtual Vehicle tool to show them what is actually physically going on here and what you need to replace and why you need to replace it. And they can see it, they can visualize it, and they go, oh, okay, yeah, go ahead and do that. Awesome. Learn to print an email from Virtual Vehicle, right? Even if you want to send a description instead from the service information database, the ALLDATA, the Mitchell, the Motologic, whatever your technicians are using, you can do that. You can save magazine articles. Third-party affirmation works really, really well. And that's not you and not the customer providing the information. That's somebody out there providing the information. Use it. Use it. Because they'll listen. So learn to get good at using Virtual Vehicle. Learn to get good at providing this third-party information to your customer. You've got to use your warranty. All right. If you don't have the 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty you have available as a TechNet shop, yeah, you got to pay a little bit extra for it as a TechNet shop because the standard 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty comes with your membership. But hey, 3-year 36 makes you more competitive. So if you don't have it, go to the boss and say, hey, dude, why don't we have this? or you know, whoever it is, maybe it's not a dude that, right? But either way, use your warranty to create customer confidence in your workmanship. A lot of shops sell brakes. You have to be competitive. Part of being competitive is understanding your warranty and using your warranty to sell front brakes, using the tools you have at your disposal to sell front brakes. Now, let's just take a scenario, all right? We'll pull all this together and take a scenario. Customer sees the free brake inspection marketing that you put out there. They come to you. You perform the inspection. I don't care if it's paper, electronic, whatever it might be. They see it, they come to you, and you identify that they've got front brake wear due to a hung caliper. All right, so what do we need to do? Well, we need to sell the front pads and rotors. That's obvious. Pads are worn out, metal on metal with the rotors, and it's because of a caliper. Only we want to sell both calipers, because technically that is the way the manufacturer wants you to replace calipers, in pairs, so that you have even braking side to side, no matter what. Because look, over time, one caliper is gonna, you know, in this case it got hung up completely, but you know what? You put a new caliper on that side, who's to say that other caliper isn't a week from getting hung up? Or it can't apply the same pressure, and so what's gonna happen? If the right side is applying a lot of pressure and the left side's not applying a whole lot of pressure, you're gonna get a pull to the right. So really, to avoid any customer satisfaction issues down the line and to ensure proper operation of the brake system, we need to sell pads, rotors, and two calipers. Okay, so now we need to create need recognition in the customer's mind in order to do this, and along the way, we have to create some trust with the customer. So what do we do? So the first step is to present the courtesy inspection, present the brake inspection, right? So revisit the video and check that out on presenting courtesy inspection, and it applies to your brake inspection as well. Show the customer how well they maintain their vehicle. You know, all these other things check out fantastic. So the only problem we're faced with right now is this brake concern that you brought your vehicle in for. Identify the brake wear concern, visualize your word track before you go talk to the customer, before you pick up the phone. Identify and explain how that system is designed to operate. Use virtual vehicle to do this. Or use a picture, or you can play show and tell. But show them the pads and rotor, show them how the pads are supposed to clamp the rotor, and the caliper is the clamp. The problem here is the clamp is never off, it's always on. So it's always applying brake pad pressure to the rotor, which the engine's powerful enough to push this rotor through these pads, because it's not locked up. It's just applying pressure all the time. It's applying a clamping force all the time. Not enough to stop the wheel from turning, but enough to create some friction. And so the pad got worn out. And now there's no friction material left on the pad. So the metal backing plates, the metal pieces they attach that friction material to, are now rubbing on the rotor themselves. They've destroyed the rotor. So we need rotors, we need pads, and we need to fix that clamp, which is the caliper. Okay? That helped to create the need recognition as part of your second step. Our primary concern is why the front brake wear is occurring. We know it's occurred. You know it's occurred. That's why you brought your vehicle in for the brake inspection. You heard the noise. But the primary concern here is that we need to stop that from happening. Even if we put pads and rotors on this thing, it's going to keep happening unless we replace this caliper, which is the clamp that clamps the pads to the rotor. And again, use virtual vehicle. Play show and tell with them. Seeing is believing, right? A picture's worth 1,000 words. Use whatever cliche analogy you want, but show them why this is happening. Now, show them what the options are for fixing this. So here are your options for eliminating this excessive brake wear. We can put front pads and rotors on it and try to free up the caliper. I would not recommend that. We don't generally have good luck doing that. We can put pads and rotors on, which obviously we need, along with the caliper. We can just replace the caliper that's hung up. All right. Now, to do the job correctly, as the manufacturer suggests it be done, we really should put pads, rotors, both calipers, and exchange the brake fluid. That would be my recommendation, because that's going to return your brake system, with the front brakes anyway, it's going to return your front brakes to factory operating condition. Can I go ahead and do that for you today? Okay, we've identified the problem, we've presented the findings of the brake inspection, we told them what was good, and we identified that here's the problem that we need to eliminate. Here's our primary concern for above and beyond just the noise they came in for, the excessive wear that we can see. Here are the options for replacing it. It's essentially good, better, best, right? I mean, really, it's not even good because the first one's not going to happen. The second one, maybe. And look, if you just put one caliper on, am I gonna tell you that you're really wrong? No. As a former technical guy and a former factory guy, yeah, I'm going to say, look, that's not what I would do, but I understand they don't want to spend the other $200. I understand they don't want to spend another $300. Okay, I get it. So I'm not going to rail against that. But really, the last option, 2 calipers, pads, rotors, and the fluid exchange is what you want to have done. Along with that, present the warranties. Look, customers love warranties. They give them the warm fuzzies. Roadside assistance is a warm fuzzy too. Okay, use these as value adds to why you should be the one doing the work. It allows you to be competitive. And let's face it, you have the automobile. They came to you for a reason. The wheels are off. Here's the estimate. Wow, that's a lot of money. Yes, remember, it comes with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. We back everything we do, and we'll also provide you roadside assistance if anything goes wrong within our TechNet network. It shows you stand behind your work. It's a value add to the customer. They now understand, look, I'm not just getting a bunch of parts and some labor for my money. I'm getting some peace of mind for my money as well. So understand your roadside assistance program, understand what your warranty is, present that along with the estimate. If you understand the systems involved, that knowledge will make you a better salesperson. And if you understand the tools you have to impart that knowledge to the customer, you're going to be an even better salesperson. Add that to the buying process and your knowledge of the buying process and getting really good at knowing how to create need recognition. And with brakes, look, it's one of the easy things to figure this stuff out with. So I practice with front brakes. Customers have some knowledge already, right? You know the buying process. You've watched the videos, or if you haven't, go watch them. And you know, in a little bit, we'll do a front brake video for you to give you some high-level technical knowledge about front brakes as part of our Technical Knowledge for Service Advisors program. You combine all that with virtual vehicle as a sales tool, with a warranty as a sales tool, with a roadside assistance program as a sales tool, and then study this stuff on a regular basis, you're going to be a rock star. Okay? Folks, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I'm always here for you. And until we meet again, keep up the great work and never stop learning.